So as you can tell, I cut my dreadlocks. And so some of you probably already saw the video I put out, because I mean, if the dreads are going to go, they're going to go out with a bang. So me and some friends got together and made that video. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. And if you did see it, I hope you enjoyed it. But I'm not just going to leave you guys hanging. I'm going to explain to you why I decided to cut them. Because what it really comes down to is sometimes change is good. Actually, for the most part, change is always good. I think it's necessary in life. It's something that we grow from and learn from. And because I think there's a problem where we get so comfortable in a situation that we're afraid of change. And so I think that's something we should embrace and welcome in. But, a lot of things that are leading up to that, where I knew that I didn't want to have dreads all of college. I knew I wanted to go some without, just because it's a different perspective on things. It's a different way. I mean, even just the way people treat you is differently. So I wanted to change things up. So I had a time frame in mind. I knew that this semester, I've known for a while that this semester of school is when I wanted to cut them. But as far as the day that it came down to, it was just different situations that led up to it. It was just some different things I had coming up, some interviews and other things where it's just like, what? If I know I'm going to do it soon, we might as well do it now. So I did it on their 2 years. I thought that was kind of symbolic and kind of cool. But, some of the reasons behind it, beyond just one, wanting that change in my life, to try out short hair in college. Because, even when I came into college, my hair was down here. I've always had the long hair in college. But then also with the business stuff, like a lot of people think that's my main reason. It's not my main reason, but, I would be lying if I said it wasn't a reason, because, I am a business major, and in real talk, like, appearance matters in business. As much as I want to say it doesn't, and as much as I want to believe it, like, if you're good at what you do, it doesn't matter. It does matter. And my interviews that I've had for internships since cutting the dreads, I've gotten offers, and they've gotten much better. So it's, I haven't changed, but my appearance has, and that makes all the difference. So I hate that. I hate that that's how things work, but that's truth. So that's not my main reason, but it has helped a lot. And also just, like, I think sometimes we find our identity in things like that. Like, if you've got dreads, you probably know what I mean. Like, people know you and recognize you by your dreadlocks. And then that becomes your identity, and then people don't really like you for you. Like, I've had a couple people say things, like, one girl was like, I feel like you cut off your personality. Another girl was just like, I don't like it. It's just like, well, then you don't like me. Like, you liked my dreadlocks. You never liked me. So it kind of, like, almost reveals, like, who your real friends are, who's true to you, who actually cares about you and didn't just like having a friend with dreadlocks, And so it's been a cool process, but it's interesting how people's perceptions of you change, and how interactions are different. People don't remember you as easily. It's just like, it's a much different life now. And it's been a few weeks since I cut them, and it's like things are, like, different than they were before. I blend into a crowd more before, when I always stood out, and I don't know, it's like, but like I said, the change in that is really fun, because, like, it's been cool walking to class and people who I know don't even recognize me. I walk right by them, and I almost enjoy that. It's like a new identity, kind of a fresh start. I'm under the radar. I can do whatever. I don't know. There's something exciting and something fun about it. But like I said, I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. I wanted to at least discuss with you and show why, whether you agree with my reasons or not. I wanted to at least give you something. So that's it. That's why I cut my dreads. It wasn't an impulse decision, though. I think a lot of times when people do cut them, it's just like, let's just do it, and they, shave their head or something. It wasn't for me. It was well thought out. Even when I was having those thoughts, I didn't tell you guys, because I know you would have tried to talk me out of it. So I had to make that decision on my own. But it's something that I've been thinking about for a while. So because I put a lot of thought into it, I'm not sitting here really regretting. I'm like, yeah, I loved having them, and yeah, I miss them here and there. But if I would have just jumped on it and did it impulsively, I probably would have a lot more regret. But now, since I've, like, it's been thought out, I'm like, this is good. This is where I am now. I'm still me. And that was a big part of it too, is like, I want to know that to prove to myself that I don't need the dreads, because sometimes we make almost an idol out of stuff like that, and it's like, this is my identity, people know me for this is who I am, and we cling on to that. And so giving that up is like, hey, like, this isn't an idol in my life, I'm me. And so that was something also I faced as I was coming up to the day when I was like, I'm doing it this day, and I was getting closer, like, crap, like, should I back out? And I was like, if something inside of me is trying to make me back out, I need to do it. I can't cling on to that like that. So that, that's the gist of my reasoning. Like I said, some of you probably disagree, some of you probably don't like me now, just like some of the people at school don't like me now. But that's fine. That means you never really liked me in the first place. But that's what's up. So whatever your reason may be when you decide to cut them, if you decide to cut them, just have a reason, whatever.